It's one of the most highly anticipated fight nights of the year as all the glitz, glamour and razzmatazz has arrived in New Zealand's fastest growing city, Hamilton, where Claudelands Arena plays host to the 2014 KFC Fight for Life, featuring New Zealand's top heavyweight Joseph Parker and Brazil's #1 heavyweight Irineu Beato Costa Junior in the main event.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the main event of the evening. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands in attendance here at Claudelands Arena and the millions of people who will be watching this broadcast around the world, ladies and gentlemen, would somebody, somewhere, make some noise? And now, making his way to the red corner, here comes the challenger, Irineu Beato Costa Junior.
Well, here he is. They call him the Black Giant, El Gigante Negro in Spanish and Portuguese. And here he comes in here, 15-1, 13 knockouts. This guy turned pro in March of 2010, winning 14 fights in a row with 11 first or second round knockouts. So you know what he plans to do tonight. He's going to start fast. He's won 2 minor titles, the WBC Latino title, along with the WBO Latino Heavyweight title. His strength, he's got an 80% KO percentage. Powerful, loads up 1 shot at a time. He's never been stopped. He's well conditioned. His last 2 fights with the full 12 rounds. He's 1-1 in those 2 12-round fights. His last fight in Germany, he was way too cautious, so he intends to pick up the pace of this fight tonight. He lost a 12-round unanimous decision to Christian Hammer.
Making his way to the blue corner, the champion. This is Joseph Parker!
Turned pro in 2012 with 3 knockout wins. 2013, 4 more wins. This is his 5th fight this year. You know he's highly skilled. Everybody here in New Zealand hopes that he is going to be skilled enough and progress enough, perhaps fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. He's ranked number 10 already in the WBA and number 14 in the WBO. So he's a ranked fighter, but he's fighting a ranked fighter tonight. This is his first time fighting a ranked fighter and fighting a guy his own size. As far as heavyweights go, he's got the good size, very fast hands, good power, very athletic body. He's coachable. Costa Junior has a lot of power, so he must box and get angles with this guy. Take a look at the tail of the table. He's going to tell us a few things. Joseph Parker is a bit taller. He's 10 kg lighter. He's 12 years younger, but he has a 6-centimeter advantage in reach. Well, that's pretty good.
Okay, gentlemen, I gave you both instructions at the rules meeting yesterday. You must protect yourself at all times, obey your plans at all times. Punch with the knuckle part of the glove to the scoring part of the body. Do you understand? Touch gloves, go back to your corner and wait for the bell.
All right, we're set to go. The main event of the evening. 2 very nice men who are about to get very vicious. Beato Costa, nice fella as well. Sorry, mate.
You can see why Joseph Parker has just captured the imagination. The crowd is just sitting and primed. New Zealand really is behind this young man.
Okay, you all right?
Well, I'm very fond of him too. He trains in Las Vegas. I see a lot of him, and I really want to see his career blossom. And I get to know Costa pretty good this week, and very nice kid as well. So here we go, round 1. This is scheduled for 10. Joseph decked out in the purple trunks with the fringe and in gold. Joseph really looks slim and trim, and yet he's put on a little bit of weight, 104.50. 10 kg lighter than this big guy, the Black Giant.
On range early, Parker upstairs, downstairs with the jab. Not encroaching into range, keeping that right hand busy up high.
And that's what you must watch for, folks, is the hand speed of Joseph as opposed to the power of Costa. Costa will cut loose with that right hand sometime, we expect, and Joseph will take his shots like that to throw hard shots downstairs. Got to make sure he keeps that right hand up when he hooks to the body. Comes with the uppercut. You know, you don't see the big bulky muscles on Joseph. He has what they call striated muscles, which is perfect for boxer.
He's really leveraging already on his shots and going to work downstairs. Took Kevin Barry early. Wants to break him down to the body. He knows he's very durable up top. And it's a demolition job he's looking for.
Well, he's working from the outside, and he goes in, he lets his arsenal go, and then he steps back. So Costa really hasn't been able to throw the right hand at all so far. But that's because Joseph does a great job with his jab and staying out of the punching area as soon as he finishes letting his hands go. And it's the hand speed of Joseph. He's loading up these shots, too. He's sitting down on these punches as Joseph at the early going. Just glanced over the jaw of big Beato Costa. Jab right in the face of Costa. Costa stands right in front of him. Joseph is the one getting the angle, circling.
He's not really phased so far. He's had some heavy shots landed in. If you're ringside, you can hear the thud of those shots. Parker really landing it well. They are heavy shots. And
but the big man
Costa is just continually walking forward, eats another jab.
Yeah, he comes forward. He's a big man, but he can go 12 rounds. He's done it a couple of times. His last time out, he went 12, but he lost almost every round. And the problem was in that fight was he didn't open up enough, and he knows that, so he wanted to open up a little bit faster than he's shown here. Now he throws a couple of shots, and Joseph felt some of the power, even though he clipped him with more of a force. Nice body shot downstairs in the area of that liver. Back up with a left hook. Solid shot to the body again by Joseph Parker.
Look at the way Beto's going to the body, though, himself. He's waiting till he's touched and not trying to go upstairs. He's trying to counter with the body himself. Interesting to see if he lasts, whether or not that's part of his plan.
Joseph bent over the waist that time and missed a wild right hand thrown by Beato Costa. Costa's starting to get into it a little bit more now as he unleashes a barrage, and Joseph figures a way to get out of it. Parker's got a little puffiness by the below the right eye. So nobody hurt. That's a Parker. Nice boxing round for Joseph.
Well, dominant round to Joseph. He just paused in the corner momentarily towards the end of that round, paused in the neutral corner, and that's not really what he wants to do, particularly if the Brazilian can keep his feet, get out of the third, fourth round, and see whether Parker, the Kiwi boy, is able to keep his wind about him and his footwork.
Body work that round was superior. I loved it. His mouth's open already. Keep working off that double jab. Keep being first. I need a few more fights, Joe. Okay? A few more fights.
Kevin Barry very happy. Colonel, I gotta say, the Brazilian tends to wind up his right hand. It's not a short punch at all. It's his left hand that he tends to throw shorter. He needs to really shorten it up if he's got any hope of catching Parker.
Well, that's what he's had his success with, but I don't think the opponents that he's had down in Sao Paulo, Brazil, have the skills of Joseph Parker, the hand speed, the size, and the ability to throw punches that Joseph have right now. So it's a bit of a problem for him to get to him with that shot. As Joseph again tapping him up downstairs. Kevin Barry in the corner was thrilled with the way he worked the body. Wants to keep that double the jab and then the right hand, and that's what he's doing. Doubling the jab to stop him from coming off and trying to open up with the right hand. Solid shots downstairs.
Beautiful body work. And he is also throwing that jab to the chest and coming over the top there with the right hand.
Boy, he loaded up that right hand. And another one by Joseph Parker.
Well, he has got a solid set of whiskers. Beato Costa Junior, he continues to walk forward, misses with that right hand.
Joseph spun the head and just slipped that punch in. Just grazed by his chin. Didn't feel the brunt of that punch by Beato Costa, but remember, this guy's a big, strong guy. That sounded better than it was. It was taken on the back of the glove, but that was blasted to the area of the spleen on the left side of the body, the liver being on the right side and the spleen on that left side.
Notice too, Parker just starting to faint. He's bringing the hands up high, and that's opening up the body. Wild shots there. Parker just leaning back on the ropes, back out in the center ring.
And that's where he wants to have this guy. He's really loading up his right hands. And his left hook to the body is superb. Kevin loves the double jab. That's what he's asked him to do. Joseph not quite getting the angle now. He's set up right in front of this guy. Now he slides around to his left a little bit. Sets up again, stops. Double pumps the jab, and that's what Kevin's teaching him. Double pump, try to take the vision away with the left hand and then drop the right hand over it. That is a nice stiff jab again, and then he ties him up so Beato Costa can't hurt him.
A little bit of claret there on the nose, of blood on the nose rather, of Joseph Parker. Not sure where that's come from.
Sure either. He might have got hit on top of the nose. He might have a little blood coming out of the nose right now. Oh boy, did he load up that shot, but didn't quite catch him as the forearm caught along the side of the jaw.
Like to see Parker just go to work a little bit more, not leverage on every shot. Beautiful uppercut left hook there.
I haven't seen the uppercut yet until that one, and that was a beautiful one, just the way you described it. Costa not able to really touch Joseph too much at all, although Joseph might have some blood coming out of that nostril, but you know, that's nothing at this stage, and it's not coming out profusely anyway.
Sweat sprayed on his ringside as they shuffle past.
That's why I wear black shirts at ringside. The mud, the blood, and the beer.
Best seats in the house here. Round 2, 10 seconds to go.
Closing seconds of the second round, and just another perfect boxing round for Joseph, who has landed some real heavy blows. All right, the bell ends on a nice combination. Perfect boxing so far for Joseph.
Interested to see whether Kevin Barry's happy with that round.
You can be sure he is, Mike, but Beato really hasn't opened up, and that was his problem in his last fight against Christian Hammer over in Germany. He kind of started like this. Where's the blood coming from? Is it the nose or?
Looks to me like it's the side of the nose, just on the outside. Must have caught something in there. Not in a place of any sort of concern. Occasionally, the Brazilian throws something back, but for the most part, one-way traffic. Parker shuffling out of range, really is working on the body, and that was a lovely shot to the ribs, leveraging the right hand, loops it over, lands on the ear. I'd like to see him when he does go to the body, just turn the knuckle in with his left hand in particular.
Let's go, Kevin.
All right, here we go. This is round number 3, again scheduled for 10. Joseph Parker's got 2 in the bank so far. Beato Costa in the black trunks with the red trim with his back to you. The Black Giant, they call him in Brazil. He's a 15-1 fighter, ranked 15th by the WBO. So Joseph's first test against a ranked fighter.
Oh. He's certainly durable. There's that clubbing right hand taken on the shoulder.
And as you said, and you fans can watch it, it's a big looping right hand. It can be dangerous because a guy as big and strong as Beato Costa is, you know, you get hit by one of those, it's like a George Foreman sort of punch from a giant.
Parker, interesting to see how much energy he's exerted early. He wanted a big performance. Remember, this is a 10-round fight. He just got caught there, just cuffed by those shots, but he needs to be cautious. Needs to make sure he makes no mistakes over the course of what is a 10-round fight.
Well, KFC and Duco have done it again. They've got this crowd in a frenzy watching Joseph. That time he took a pretty good left hand to the right side of the head to Joseph, but he's okay. No problem with it whatsoever.
Floyd Mayweather shoulder roll to get himself out of trouble. Just needs to tuck the chin a little more.
Nice stiff jab again by Joseph. Snapped that head back of Beato Costa. Costa loads up the right hand again. And you're right, Mike. You know, he's a guy that has a tendency to just throw one shot at a time. And we discussed that before the fight. Meanwhile, Joseph has got to be landing, you know, like 20 punches to 1 in every round. Although Beto's landed more shots in this round than in any of the previous 2 rounds. So, you know, he wants to drag this guy maybe into deep water and try to catch him with something heavy too, but it's Joseph that's doing all the landing, and as long as he works in that big body of Beato Costa, maybe he can break him down. That's what he's trying to do. Costa tries to catch him in the corner. Joseph covers up. He's going to slide down the ropes. Instead, Costa lets him off the hook by backing up. Now he plants his feet, and Joseph makes him pay by digging to that body. He's right underneath that. Oh, another big body shot. Boy, Joseph's got to say to himself, he just took a deep breath. Oh, I have to hit this guy with to tip him over.
He needs to be very cautious and economical with his punching. That's a big left hook he landed. Just in terms of not always loading up on the shots, looking for the fast hands to load up a big shot. Because Costa's not going to go down off a single shot.
Well, he's never been knocked out, so You know, Joseph was in with Tank Williams last time, a guy that never gets knocked out either and doesn't get knocked down. And Costa's the same sort of guy. And Joseph would like to make a statement here.
Seconds ticking away, and this is the third round of 10.
Inside of just 10 seconds to go in this third round. And so far, it's just been Joseph Parker in a boxing clinic against this big giant from Brazil. And another round in the bank for Joseph Parker.
Well, he's dominant so far, Joseph Parker. The only thing that concerns me a little is he is allowing himself to get trapped in the corner from time to time, which is really Beato Costa Junior's only chance.
Stick around him, keep him off balance, keep the jab in his face. Jab and double jab, jab up, jab down. Look for something to happen off that. Okay? Don't have to throw 100 punches every round. Okay? Boxing absolutely beautiful. By far your best performance of the year.
Good job there, Kevin Barry in the corner. He's telling him to use that jab a lot more, which also means he's not loading up so much, expending so much energy. The jab is the can opener that opens up what is a very tight guard of Beato Junior. He doesn't look to be breathing in his corner, over in the red corner.
Kevin Barry really turning into one of the great coaches in the United States, and sometimes, even though he won the silver medal in the Olympics here way back in the '84 Olympics in Los Angeles, but he's known for that, actually beating Evander Holyfield. Holyfield fouled him, but Kevin Barry still got the medal, but he's a great trainer, and the progress of Joseph Parker is a testimony to Joseph's hard work. Oh, right hand! He's not going to get up from that! He is right on the chin with a solid right hand. This fight's all over. He doesn't bother to pat him up because he saw the eyes roll back. Big shot with the right hand of Joseph Parker. That was terrific. So much. But Beato Costa never getting knocked out. Joseph Parker changed that with a solid right hand. Wait till you see the replay of this, folks. You're going to love this punch.
Left hook, right hand, down the tubes, right on the button, collapsed the legs, head clattered to the canvas, and he was stone cold KO. What a way to send Dave Higgins, Dean Lonergan, and Kevin Barry a Christmas present from Joseph Parker. And on the back of that dominant performance, I've got to say, what's going to happen now to his world ranking? And here we come. Left hook, just hooked the right hand, turned the knuckle, and he was gone. The legs were stiffened. He doubled the impact as he threw the left hook.
Boom.
Tried to look for the counter.
And bang, right on the chin. See that head snap? Whoa! That's a brain stem knockout. When you whip that head around like that, that brain crashes into the side of the skull.
And he has a granite chin. He has a very good chin, but Joseph Parker corkscrewed the right hand, set up beautifully with the left hook. Beato tried to counter with a left hook of his own. All he succeeded in doing was doubling the impact, and what remarkable camera work. And wisely, Brad Vicali calling that one off. A KO victory in the fourth round for Joseph Parker.
That was some knockout. You won't see too many knockouts in the heavyweight division any better than that for a guy that's never been knocked out.
Well, people have talked about Joseph Parker lacking one-punch knockout power. Well, I think just hush yourself now. That was brutal, Dave Higgins. Well, Joe Parker wrapped that one up with a nice Christmas ribbon.
Fighters to the center ring, please. Ladies and gentlemen, with 31 seconds gone in round number 4, your winner by knockout, and still the WBO Oriental and WBA PABA Heavyweight Champion, Joseph Parker!
Really sensational. We'll stand by, because we're going to have an interview. Stephen McIver will get him, and as soon as Stephen has him, we will get the interview with Joseph Parker. You mentioned, you know, people say he doesn't have one-punch knockout power. Well, he hit that guy who's got a solid chin. And, boy, he improved so much from the Tank Williams fight to this fight. I mean, just a credit to how hard he works, and I can't wait to see his continual progression with Duco. What a night for KFC. Wow. Don't forget to get that KFC knockout.
Kevin Barry smiling like a Cheshire cat, and he has good reason to. Team Parker gathering round. And that wasn't just a knockout, that was a chilling knockout. Beato Jr. was iced. He was ice cold on his back, legs stiffened, the eyes were gone. Joseph Parker continues his journey, and it has been a superb one. Every step a winner.
Oh, look at that. Big right hand right on the chin, and David Higgins and Dean Lonergan and Martin Snedden and the whole crow over at Duco have got to be pretty darn happy with the progression of this guy. Bang and boom right there on the chin, snapping the head. That's all she wrote. All right, Stephen McIver standing by. Can't wait to hear what you have to say to Joseph.
The perfect finish to a night here in the KFC Fight for Life. And Joseph Parker does the business once again. And he stops Costa Junior for the first time in his career. Never been knocked down, my friend. You just put him on the canvas.
Hey, thank you. First things first, I'd just like to thank God for this wonderful victory that I've gotten. Thank everyone for coming out today and supporting all the fighters, especially the main event, me and myself and Costa Junior. Thank my opponent for coming down. You know, me and Kev have been working hard this whole year. We've had some good victories, good competition. But, you know, this is the final exam that Kevin was talking about, and I'm glad that I passed this exam.
Mate, I think there was like an A+. That was the most impressive display. You got on your jab early and started working the body over. Was that the plan from the get-go?
You know, we've been working on the body throughout this whole year, and Kevin said, you know, this is the time to show everyone what we're working so hard for. So I came in with the plan of being first, punishing the body, and then Kevin said to set it up, and then it came. So it was a tough opponent, and I know he's got some heavy hands, but I'm just grateful for this victory and grateful that we're able to finish off the year with a good win. 5 fights this year, Joe, but gee, you were sitting on some of those punches tonight. That right and that left rip was stunning. Like I said, hard work with me and Coach Barry, and I'm feeling more comfortable now throwing those shots.
Let's talk to Coach Barry. We've got to talk to Coach Barry for just a moment. I'm just squeezing the middle there. Don't go away, pal. That was an impressive display to finish off what's been a very busy year, Kev.
I think by far it was Joseph's most impressive performance, and I think everyone who watched the fight tonight, both here and also at home, can see just how skillful and how far he has come. That's why he is now ranked number 10 in the world with the WBA. And I can promise you, this time next year, we're going to be ranked a lot higher.
What is the plan? Are we going to go like a 5-fight year again?
Most definitely. The plan by myself, Joseph's management, Dean Lonergan, Dave Higgins, is to keep Joseph active. I think we've proven that the development of skills with regular fights, so we're going to fight him 5 times next year.
All right, one final thought. What are you doing for Christmas?
I'm taking my parents and my siblings back to Samoa, eat some nice mangoes and drink some coconuts. And then...
not too much chop suey that way.
Not too much. I'm going to watch what I eat, come back in shape hopefully. But I'd just like to say, wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I look forward to next year and what it brings.
And also, mate, have a great New Year. We'll see you in the year. Ladies and gentlemen, Joseph Parker!